sketches of polar plots for different systems. Means based on the type and order of the system, we can see uh, the basic graphs of the polar sheet. So based on the type and order of the system, the polar graph will change its direction and its shape, how it can be done, and how we can generally draw the polar graph, that can be discussed in this section. So here totally 7 cases has been taken, and those 7 cases can be calculated in the same way and can be drawn in the same way. Very, very simple and easy to draw. Okay, let's see here. The first case is type 0 and order 1 system. We know what is type of the system and what is order of the system. So the type of the system can be depends upon the number of poles that is presented at the origin. You can see here a system is taken, which is g of s is equal to 1 by 1 plus st. This open loop system doesn't have any pole at the origin. You can see here there is no s, s power s plus 0 term that represents the pole at origin. But there is no s plus 0 term. That means the type of the system is 0 here. And the order of the system can be determined by the maximum s power in the denominator. And you can see for the given g of s open loop system, the maximum s power in the denominator is 1 only, s power 1. So that's why the order is 1. So type 0 and order 1 system is given as g of s is equal to 1 by 1 plus st. So this is in s domain. This is in s domain, but we have to draw the polar plot in frequency domain. So what we do is we simply substitute j omega in this s domain, the s term. So wherever you find s term, simply replace that s with j omega. That's it. Now you can see the frequency domain representation is shown here. However, this representation is also called as sinusoidal representation. This representation is also called as sinusoidal representation. So g of j omega is equal to g of j omega is equal to 1 by 1 plus j omega t. So you can see this system is in frequency plot, but this is a complex number. So in order to draw the polar plot, we have to calculate the magnitude as well as phase angle, right? So for that, we know how to calculate the magnitude. We have seen a simple example in the previous video, that is square root of real value square plus reactive value, or the complex number square. So here the real number is 1 and the complex number is omega t. So 1 square plus omega square t square under root. So this is the magnitude. Similarly, the angle can be written for this as angle of tan inverse of imaginary value by real value. That means omega t by 1, which is tan inverse omega t. Very simple. What we have done, we have converted this complex number, which is a real representation, this real and imaginary representation. So this rectangular form is converted into the polar form. So we will get the magnitude at an angle. And we know the angle can be taken to the top. That means if the angle is at the denominator, we can bring this angle to the top by simply changing its sign, right? We know this in the mathematics we have seen. So this denominator angle can be bring onto the top. So minus tan inverse of omega t will be the angle. So here the tan inverse angle is positive. So if we bring it to the top, then we will get minus. And the magnitude will be 1 by square root of 1 plus omega square t square. So this is the magnitude plot. With this we will get the magnitude, and with this we will get the angle, right? Now using this data, we need to draw the graph. So how can we draw? See, omega is the frequency here. This is a frequency graph. So that means the omega value, based on the omega value only, we can draw the plot. Is it? So the omega can be varied from 0 to infinity. Okay. Now substitute omega is 0 here. You understand this concept properly so that the case 2, case 3, up to case 7, each and every case, the same procedure will be done for each and every case. Right. So first, the minimum value of omega is 0 and the maximum value of omega is infinity. So the omega will vary from 0 to infinity, right? So at 0, when we substitute omega is 0, then what will happen to the magnitude and the angle? Let us see. Now substitute omega is equal to 0. So substitute here and check the magnitude. So 1 by square root of 1 plus, so here omega will be 0. That means 0 square into t square. So this term becomes 0. So in the numerator, we'll have square root of 1. Of course, square root of 1 is nothing but 1. So that means 1 by 1 will give 1 as the magnitude. So when the omega is 0, then the magnitude will be 1. And similarly, calculate the angle also. So tan inverse 0. Of course, because omega is 0, so tan inverse 0 will become 0 degree. So 0 means minus or plus, it won't bother. So 0 degree. So when, if you substitute omega is 0, then g of j omega becomes 1 at an angle of 0 degree. That means at omega 0, the magnitude is 1 and the angle is 0 degree. So the 0 degree angle is this line. In the previous slide also we have seen, right? So this is the reference line which is 0 degree. So that means what? The polar graph will start on this 0 degree. So start on the 0 degree. You can see here at omega is 0, on the 0 degree the polar graph is starting. But what is the magnitude? The magnitude is 1. So that's why at the magnitude 1, so this is 0 point and this is 1 point and with respect to the magnitude, right? So from 1, the polar graph is starting on the 0 degree axis. So it will start from here, and where it will end? Of course, the maximum value of this omega is infinity, right? So now we will check. Substitute infinity here. Now 1 by square root of 1 plus, this is infinity square. So infinity square into anything is infinity square only, or infinity only. So infinity plus 1, infinity. Under root infinity is infinity. So 1 by infinity will be the magnitude. So 1 by infinity is nothing but 0. So that means the magnitude is 0. Now check the angle. Minus tan inverse of infinity. So tan inverse infinity, when we will get the tan inverse infinity? 90 degree. Because tan inverse is nothing but, tan is nothing but sine by cos, right? At cos 90, we will have 0 value. So sine by cos, that means 1 by 0. 1 by 0 is nothing but infinity, which is at 90 degrees. So that's why at 90 degree will be the angle. However, we are having a sign which is negative sign. So minus 90. So 0 at an angle of minus 90 is the value when we take omega as infinity. So minus 90 is the representation, means the angle. So the omega, the graph has to be closed at omega infinity, because omega infinity is the maximum level, right? So it has to come from 90 degrees. But where it is starting? It is starting at 0. So it has to come from 90. So that means the shape will be like this, and it has to be drawn, it has to comes to an end which is very close to minus 90 degrees. So that's why this shape has come like this. So it has to draw started at a 0 degree but ends at the 90 degree. However, the magnitude is 0. So this is the 0 value, right? So this is the 0 value. So that's why at minus 90 degree, it is closing at 0. So this shape has to be like this. More or less, uh, sorry, you can see this is the minus 90-degree angle. So it has to close at 0 like this. So this will be the direction, or this will be the shape, and this is 0 degree. So this is the approximate shape of the polar graph for this uh, type 0 and order 1 system. In the similar way, in a similar process, we will do for all other cases also. Let's see the second case, which is a type 0 and order 2 system. So here the type is also 0 here. That's why here there is no pole on the x-axis or at the origin. At the origin, there is no pole on the origin, which is s power 0. Here there is no type. That means type 0 and order 2. So the maximum s power in the denominator is 2. So that's why you can see here two s terms are there. If we multiply these two, we will get a maximum of s square. So that means the order is 2. Now the same process. Calculate first. This is in s domain. So first what we do, we have to convert the s domain into frequency domain by replacing s term with the j omega. So substitute s is equal to j omega and convert this open loop transfer function from the s domain to open loop transfer function in the frequency domain. Of course, this process is very much same while performing the problems on polar plot also. Okay, so convert this Laplace domain into the frequency domain, and then calculate the magnitude and angle for this g of j omega open loop transfer function. So for the first term, the magnitude is this and the angle is this. You know, square root of 1 plus omega square t1 square at an angle of tan inverse of omega t1. Similarly, for the second term, square root of 1 square omega square t2 square at an angle of omega T2. Now you can see this angle and this angle both are added in the denominator because both are at the multiplying stage. When the angles at the multiplying stage will get added, of course. So tan inverse of omega T1 plus tan inverse of omega T2 will be the total angle. Of course, this angle is in the denominator, so we can bring it on to the numerator. So the the positive sign will become negative and the negative sign will become positive. So here it is having positive sign, here it is also having positive sign. So the final angle will be in the numerator. The final angle will be minus of tan inverse omega t1 and similarly minus of tan inverse omega t2. So this is the total final angle. And similarly, here the magnitudes will be multiplied because both are in multiplication. So the magnitudes will be multiplied and the final magnitude will be 1 by under root of 1 plus omega square t1 square into 1 plus omega square t2 square. So this is the final magnitude of the open loop transfer function, given open loop transfer function, and this is the final angle for the given open loop transfer function. Now same from omega to omega is 0 to omega is infinite. We have to calculate or determine the angle and frequency. Sorry, magnitude and angle. Sorry. Now see, substitute omega is 0. Get the magnitude here. So by substituting omega is 0, this term will become 0. So only 1 will be there. Here also only 1 will be there. This will be 0. So 1 into 1 becomes 1. Under root of 1 becomes 1. So 1 by 1 becomes 1 is the magnitude here. Similarly, substitute angle omega is 0 in the angle also. So tan inverse 0 is 0. So minus 0. Here also tan inverse 0 is 0. So 0 minus 0, you'll get 0. So the angle is 0 and the magnitude is 1. So which means the graph, the polar graph will start on the 0 axis. So angle determines the starting of which axis on at which angle it has to be start. So 0 means the polar graph will start at the 0 angle and the magnitude is 1. So that's why it is starting at the 1 magnitude. See, this is the magnitude of this length is 1 from 0 to this point. The magnitude is 1, so that's why this point is placed on the graph sheet. Next, substitute omega is infinity now. Substitute omega is infinity. If you substitute omega is infinity here, this entire term will become infinity. Of course, this entire term will also become infinity. So infinity into infinity is infinity. Square root of infinity is also infinity. So 1 by infinity will be there. 1 by infinity is nothing but 0. So the magnitude will become 0 here. And look at the angle now. Look at the angle now. So here we will have infinity here. So tan inverse infinity is at 90 degree. That means what? We will have minus 90 degree for the first angle. Similarly, here also omega is infinity. That means here also we will get minus 90 degree. So minus 90 and minus 90 totally we will get minus 180 degree will be the angle. So that means it has to end on the minus 180 degree line, and the magnitude, last magnitude is 0. 0 is nothing but origin point. So you can see here the point is placed at the origin, and you can see the shape. It is starting on the 0 line, but it is traveling and crossing the 90 degrees, minus 90 degrees line, and it shapes out at minus 120, minus 180 degree, sorry, minus 180 degree, and it is coming to 0. And you can see the shape here. The shape looks like it is coming from minus 180. So we have to draw the shape like that only. So this is type 0 and order 2 system, which is second case. Similarly, the third case, you can see type 0 and order 3 system. You can see 3 S's are there. So S cube we will get at the maximum. So this is order 3 system. Same, this is in S domain. Bring it out to frequency domain, g of j omega, and this is a complex number. Calculate the magnitude and the angles of respective terms. You can see magnitudes and the angles of respective terms here. Now separate the angles and the magnitudes. These angles can be bring it to take these angles to the numerator, and you will get the minus signs. So these three are minus tan inverse omega t, minus tan inverse omega t2, minus tan inverse omega t3, and final magnitude will be square root of course these three terms are productive, so square root of 1 plus omega square t1 square, 1 plus omega t2 square, plus square root of 1 plus omega square t3 square, right? So this is the complete magnitude term, and this is the complete angle term. Now substitute omega is 0, so substituting we will get angle the magnitude as 1 and the angle as 0 degree, and substitute omega is infinity, we'll get the magnitude as 0 and the angle as minus 270, as we have done in the previous cases. Similar way you can calculate, and we will get the minus 270. So now you can see it is starting at 0 degree with a magnitude of 1, and it is traveling, it is crossing minus 90, minus 180, and it is coming to minus 270. So minus 270 is this line, so it has to close at minus 270 with a magnitude of 0. So that's why it is coming to the 0. So this will be the polar graph. You can see the shape of the graph is changing based on these angles, right? So this is for case 3. Similarly, for case 4, which is taken as type 1 and order 2 system. Type 1 and order 2. You can see the g of s value. You can see the s power 1 is there here. This is, sorry. So this is s power 1. So for this, yes, the origin, the pole is at the origin, right? So s power 1 is there. So that's why type 1. And order, you can see if you multiply this s with this s also, we will get a maximum of s square in the denominator. So s square represents second order system. Squaring means second order system. So this is a type 1 order 2 system. Same process, convert this s domain into frequency domain and get the angles. See here, this is only s term is there. Only s term means the only j omega term we will have. J omega term means we will get a 90 degree as an angle. Right? So 90 degree, 90 degree will be the angle. So omega at an angle of 90, because there is no real term here. So real term is 0. Imaginary term is omega. So the angle will be written as imaginary by real, right? So tan inverse of omega by 0. So tan inverse of infinity we will get. Tan inverse of infinity is nothing but 90 degrees. So that's why the angle has come here. For the only imaginary value will be 95. For default system, it is having only imaginary part, that is 90 degrees. Okay, so that's why here square root of omega square plus 0 square. 0 is the real value. So 0 plus omega square is nothing but omega square. So omega square and under root will cancel. So we will get omega at an angle of 90 for this first term. For the second term, we know square root of 1 plus omega square t square. And the angle for the second term will be tan inverse of omega t. Now you can combine this angle and bring it to the numerator, and take this and separate the magnitude also. So the magnitude will be 1 by omega into square root of 1 plus omega square t square, and the angle will be this minus 90 becomes this plus 90 becomes minus 90, and this plus tan inverse omega t becomes minus tan inverse omega t. Now substitute omega is 0 and omega is infinity and get the magnitudes and angles, respective angles. And you can see if you substitute omega as 0, you can see 1 by 0. 0 into anything will be 0, right? So 1 by 0 is nothing but infinity. So that means the magnitude is infinity. So at omega is 0, the waveform has to come from the infinity point, and the angle we got is minus 90. So this is minus 90 line. So from minus 90, it has to come, the magnitude is at infinity. So that's why the shape is coming from minus infinity. So it won't touch minus 90 line. It won't touch minus 90 line because of the infinity magnitude. So of course, it comes parallelly to the minus 90 degree line. And if you substitute omega as infinity, we will get a 0 magnitude with minus 180 degree angle. So it has to end on minus 180 line with 0 magnitude. 0 magnitude is origin. So you can see the shape will become like this, so that it will ends at minus 180 line with a 0 magnitude. So you can see the shape because the magnitude, the starting magnitude is infinity at minus 90 degree angle. So this is for type 1 order 2 system. Similarly, you can check for type 1 order 3. You try here, you try type 1 order 2, order 3. You take this example and calculate the magnitude and angles, and substitute omega 0 and omega infinity. You'll calculate the magnitude and angles, and you can draw the shape of this particular system, which is type 1 order 3. Similarly, for the sixth case, type 2 order 4, you can see type 2, right? So that's why it is s square. Order 4, so the maximum s power of this denominator is s power 4. That's why it is order 4. Same process apply here. Get the magnitude and get the angle and substitute and simplify, and you can plot the polar graph. Similarly for case 7, which is type 2 order 5, this system also. You please do all these examples and plot the polar graph.